Long before the rise of Greek Olympians or the biblical patriarchs, there was El, the supreme god of the ancient Canaanites. In the myths of the ancient Levant, El wasn't just another god. He was the king of heaven, the creator of gods and humans, the father of all life. His name, El, simply means God, and his authority stretched from the high heavens to the furthest corners of the earth. El was wise, compassionate, and deeply respected by the other gods. But he wasn't alone. He ruled over a vast divine family known as the Assembly of the Gods. El's family was large and powerful. His sons were gods who controlled the forces of nature and fate. Among them, one name stands out: Baal, the storm god. Known as Rider on the Clouds, Baal would become one of the most famous and important figures in Canaanite mythology. One of the most dramatic stories in Canaanite myth is the battle between Baal and Yam, the god of the chaotic seas. Yam was granted kingship by El himself, but his rule turned cruel, sparking fear among both gods and mortals. Baal, young and ambitious, stepped forward as the challenger. But even the storm god could not face Yam without permission. Baal approached his father El, seeking his blessing to go to war. El, ever the careful ruler, eventually allowed it. Armed with magical weapons forged by the craftsman god Kotharwakasis, Baal faced Yam in an epic showdown and won. The victory wasn't just personal glory. It was a battle for cosmic balance, for order over chaos. This story reflects the ancient worldview. Gods, like humans, struggled with power, family loyalty, and ambition. And at the center of this web of relationships was El, the patient father, watching his children shape the universe. El himself is rarely depicted as a warrior. Instead, he's the peacemaker, the wise elder, and the ultimate judge. Myths tell of him ruling from his sacred tent or his mountain, surrounded by rivers and fertile lands, symbolic of his role as the provider of life. Interestingly, traces of El's influence extend beyond Canaan. Elements of his identity were woven into later religious traditions, from early Hebrew beliefs to distant echoes in Greek and Mesopotamian mythology. Today, the name El lives on in many languages. Even the modern word El in Hebrew means God. And so, even though the old Canaanite gods have faded into history, their stories still ripple through time, hidden in plain sight. Thanks for joining me on this journey into Canaanite myth. If you enjoyed uncovering the story of El and his sons, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more legends from the ancient world.